HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement Planning Expertise, Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency, Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
First goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin. Oh, was that beautiful?
Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike three.
Doblowy! Touchdown Raiders!
From a great rink at the Hastings Civic Arena, it's time for Raider Hockey on Hastings Community Television. And good evening to everybody out there in TV land. Nick Tuckner alongside Peter Heyman as your Hastings Raiders at 11-8 overall, 1-4 in the Metro East Conference. They will host the North Tartan TNT tonight. The North Tartan squad, if you follow girls hockey in Minnesota, you know it's a co-op. Both the numbers at Tartan and North St. Paul down a bit the last couple years. They're in the same district, so a co-op was made very easy. North Tartan on the year, 4-4 in the conference, which is actually pretty good. 6-11 though overall. They played a pretty tough schedule and played some tough games against some very good opponents, even South St. Paul. You see the Raiders there, better overall record at 11-8, but 1-4 in the conference so far this season, hoping to get a couple of conference wins here the rest of the way and set them up for the sectional playoffs, which will be coming up here in a few weeks. The Raider girls a little bit further in their schedule than some of the other sports in Hastings are. That's because, as many of you know, they started practice right around Halloween, earlier than any of the other teams. And, of course, tonight as well, we're going to have some of our younger Raiders, the future of this program, come out, skate with our gals and warm-ups, and also come out there for all of the fun with the pregame festivities. So that's all going to be getting going here in just a moment. And, Pete, you've seen this team, too, throughout the year. And this is a team right now in Hastings that is a team that will not necessarily light the score sheet up, but it's a team that conversely is not going to give much up either. That can be a recipe for success. You've heard it many times in other sports that defense wins championships, and boy, is that true. If you keep the puck out of your net, you're going to be doing fairly well at the end of the year. The Raiders got a great goaltender and really a nice, bountiful supply of talent on the backside that's really been holding up throughout the year.
Yeah, Tuck, Hastings just came off a 1-0 win. Like you said, they didn't score many goals, but they won the game defense. Victoria Steinke, she is great in goal. Last week, I counted probably one time the puck hit her and she dropped it. She's hanging on to everything. The problem with the Raiders, what they got to work on is penalties.
Right.
They get a lot of penalties. They're 13 per game to the opponent's 10. So stay out of the box, and you can play better defense, win the game.
You don't have to sit on the PK all game. You're going to be on the other side and hopefully putting some pucks tonight on the starting goaltender, Nicole James, for the Tartan, North Tartan Titans, TNT. They go by all sorts of stuff. We'll try to stick with North Tartan throughout the game in their kind of black uniforms with the red and blue. Kind of different, but it combines the school's colors. Totally get it. Raiders will be in those awesome home golds, bright yellow gold. The girls wear the gold helmets with the blue breezers and those gold socks, the blue accents as well. And, of course, my first game up here in the booth in just about 2 years. A little emotional walking up the stairs for the first time here today, coming back up, looking out there and saying, man, I never thought I'd be able to be back out here again in this particular perch, watching this particular team and being able to describe to all of you what is going on while you watch along. It's going to be absolutely wonderful, and hopefully I don't get all teary and gushy. If we win in overtime, I cannot guarantee that won't happen, because I think it's happened more times than we can talk about in the last 20-plus years, but that would be a good thing. We'll see if the Raiders can find a way to get the job done today. As Victoria Steinke, she's getting introduced. Of course, the Raider goaltender, she has played very well. Definitely all-conference statistics as it stands today. Things stay the way that she has played throughout the year. She will get some sort of all-conference nomination, if not at least one of the awards, if not honorable mention. She's been that good this year, and she has an opportunity to lead her team tonight to a giant conference victory and a split of the season series. We'll take a break for the national anthem. When we come back, your face-off is next from McGree Rink at the Hastings Civic Arena. You are tuned in to Raider Hockey on HCTV and also on SCC TV. right, we are back at the Hastings Civic Arena, McGree Rink, getting ready for the face-off with your Hastings Raiders here at home, taking on North Tartan, the co-op out of North St. Paul, and Tartan with both the Polars and the Titans combining for one team. Raiders 11-8 overall, and they now are coached by Jim Joseph. And on the other side of things, the Tartan Titans are coached by Mike Hall, along with Haley Sutton, Zoe Collishaw-Klein, and also Merritt Larson, as they combine up their coaching staffs as well to get their bench set up for this one tonight. So again, Hastings taking on the North Tartan, we'll call them TNT. That's what we've been kind of told they are. First game between these two teams, a 3-2 contest. As we look at the goalies, Nicole James this year has played pretty much all the minutes so far for North Tartan, and she has had a 3.76 goals against average. She's averaging right about 4 goals per game. So if the Raiders get 4 tonight, you got to feel pretty good, especially with Victoria Steinke. Anytime you're under 2 with your goals against average, you're doing good. But not just that, look at the save percentage. That's at 92.6%. And that's one of the tops in the conference, if not in the metro area. So the Raiders have some good goaltending back there. We do know that, but now it's finding a way to get that offense going on the other end. And as Peter said, stay out of the penalty box. I mean, you stay off your PK, get a chance at some offense, you know that you can break the dam, so to speak, in the other end. Now it's a matter of getting those shots.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of goal defense for Victoria Steinke, the girl they need to watch out for is number 4, Emily Knobloch. She leads the team by far with 16 goals. They won their last matchup against Two Rivers 3-1. Emily scored all 3 goals. So keep her off the score sheets. Come out here with a victory.
Part of a few sister acts for this team, too, which is kind of cool, and we'll talk about that throughout the game as we're underway here at the Hastings Civic Arena. Raiders are going to keep it in at the blue line, slide it back down top of the circle, ripped away there by North Tartan, and the TNT will throw it in, and the aforementioned Emily Knobloch will be one on it, but Hastings first on the scene, clearing out to the blue line and not out. That's held in by Collishaw-Klein. She'll take a shot and whizzed it just wide of the glove side of Steinke. And now along the near boards, Hastings in their gold. They'll bring it back out through center with Maddie Schuster. Schuster comes down to the dot, bottom of the circle, takes a shot off the side of the net. And now picked up, far boards, cross the ice, kind of diagonally out to Autumn Burt. Also has had a pretty good season on both sides of the ice for the Raiders. Backhanded towards the front of the net. Jade Schauer there. She scores! The rebound put away. And Hastings, Autumn Burt, we just talked about her on both ends of the ice, has really played well this time, coming in after Schauer created some offense, poked it back on goal, and right past Nicole James early on. And Pete, we couldn't have drawn it up any better. We said the Raiders needed goals. How about 52 seconds into this thing?
Wow, we love that, Tuck. We just attacked the net right there. She stuck around. The goalie kind of lost it. You see on the replay. Nice slap shot, top left corner. 1-0 Hastings Raiders.
Big goal for Autumn Burt and the Raiders. We get the scoring from Butch Klimek. Here we go.
And that's Autumn Burt's 7th goal in the season. She's tied for 2nd on the team.
Plank gets an assist, and I don't know how Schauer doesn't get the other. We'll get the official scoring between periods, but Autumn Burt did get the goal for the Raiders, her 7th of the season, and the Raiders leading it by a score of 1-0. And now Hastings through center. Big, tall drink of water is Addie Selesky. She has also been awesome, and she puts one on goal, and a great save there by Nicole James.
Yeah, for those listeners listening to Addie Selesky, she's already committed to University of Wisconsin River Falls, so we know we got a solid superstar on our squad.
We don't have to go far to watch her in college, and trust me, I will be in the car more than once to go out and see how the Falcons are doing. Through center again, dump back in. Raiders will recover their own end.
Yeah, Addie leads the team with 12 assists as well, so she's a team player. She does have 6 goals as well, which is 3rd on the team. Might be our first.
And we'll get, we will get an icing. So Burt's 7th, actually, not trying to correct you, but Lauren Mull does have 8. So we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves yet. Lauren has kind of been the nose around the net here. She's gotten some kind of greasy goals, and that's a good term when it comes to being a forward in hockey. And she'll grind. She'll find any way she can to get to the front of the net. You need a nose for the net if you're going to be a goal scorer, and the Raiders have a couple of those. It's just a matter of creating more opportunities. Shot comes in off the face-off, blocked, went off a breezer pad. Now Hastings will regroup here near side, go off into the corner, now near board Schuster. Schuster punches it up the boards, tries to get it out through the blue line, can't do it. Turned over there, here comes Hedberg, walks in, down along the near side, puts it back in front wide. Hedberg was looking for a second chance after creating the play on end. After the turnover inside the Hastings zone, Raiders the other way, and here they come. Madden Hansen will play it in, one of the seniors for this Hastings team. Sends it down into the corner. Jade Shower there. We talked about her on the goal-scoring effort for Hastings. It ended in an Autumn Burt goal. Down to the slot. Shot comes in top of the circle. Not going to be a rebound as James easy glove stop there, but that's what we want to see, Pete. Keep throwing the puck on net. Good things are going to happen. Russ Welch always said it best. You know, you throw the puck on net, good things are going to happen. It might take a little bit, but it's going to happen. And the Raiders already found that out 52 seconds in. But I like the offensive flair early on.
I'm with you now. If we can get a replay of that almost goal for North, Ava Hoffman made a great forecheck right there. Might even lifted the stick. Otherwise, that was a wide open net. So
just
great defense.
Get a piece, right? I mean, get in the way. Shot here into the glove of Steinke, who is ready and waiting as the blast came in from number 9, and that's Lily Wold. She's one of the captains of this North Tartan team. 14:01 to go. Just about 3 minutes in here. As we look at the replay, yeah, nice little defensive effort. And then after that save there by Steinke, little flare with the glove, saying, hey, girls, I got you. Out to the point it comes, held in by North Tartan. They'll fling it back in deep. Raiders with Casey Plank, and she'll leave it for Abby Selesky near corner. Goes back to the other side, wide side of the ice. Has a little more room. Selesky gets it through to the center ice area, and Hastings will bring it in with Brooke Townsend. She'll backhand it in deep for Hastings and give chase as well. Raiders off as well on a partial line change. Sent one girl back on, Lauren Mull now onto the ice. Talk about that nose for the net. We'll see if the Raiders can get a second one here. They dig it free, put it in front, looking for, but couldn't connect on the pass. Held in at the blue line. Well done by Plank, and plays it back in deep. Lily Wold back behind her own net. Plays it, well, not so hard off the end boards. I don't think she read the boards well enough, and Hastings now trying to tie her up here inside the offensive zone for the blue and gold girls, and send it back in, well, top of the slot, and cleared. That's going to go for icing. Well, maybe not. That thing's kind of wobbling. I think they're going to wave that off. Sure, why not? Let them play. Zelensky starts the attack, breakout in play with Wheels through center off a stick. This could go for icing. This one will make it. And we're not. We're going to go and wave it off, I guess. And now back behind the net of North Tartan. They'll take it themselves, try to get the breakout going, and they can as Hastings sets up a roadblock near board, throws it back in deep into the far corner. Comes back out near the blue line. Out to center comes North Tartan again. Backhanded into the Raider zone by Elena Hedberg. Behind the net, Tui for Hastings. One of the captains as well. This one blasted off the stick of Steinke. Good rebound control, kicked off into the corner. Now 2-on-1 in the corner. Raiders having trouble getting it out of there. Madden Hansen comes in, tries to give a helping stick, and Tui still back there trying to get a piece of it. And finally Hansen gets back in there to clear it back out for Hastings. Hansen doing a nice job as a forward of getting back in there to help start that breakout in the defensive zone. Raiders reset, go back the other way, and now Tui out to center. Here comes Hastings again. It's Hoffman. Hoffman in, shot up over the net. Wide of the glove side, trying to pick a corner, and just missed. Out to center, the puck comes all the way back out. Red line, Raiders had it, lost it off a shin guard, bounces, hops, in offsides. Raiders sneaky. I like the initial speed. Raiders winning pretty much every first step to the puck here. When Pete and I do basketball, it's a lot of times too where we always talk about that hustle and that first step, whether it's through or not. As Hoffman here comes in, you see that shot, just trying to pick that glove side corner. But that first step in, so important for the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders got a couple of really quick skaters. Even Addie Selesky, one of the tallest. She is smooth and fast on this ice.
Long reach, too. I've noticed that. And having a defenseman like that can play both sides of the ice is going to be huge for Hastings, especially as they get towards playoffs. Plank as well has looked really good here so far. Held it in there, but played back out now one-on-one. The other way, Emily Knobloch, dangerous. Shot comes in, save made, though. Perfect angle played there by Steinke, and she'll hang on to it. And the faceoff will come to her right with 11:14 to go here in the first period on HCTV and also on SCTV, as it is 1-0 Raiders.
Yeah, and we're going to take a moment here to announce our sponsors, Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement Planning Expertise. Thank you, Balanced Wealth Management, for supporting HCTV.
Shot comes in off the face-off. That one will miss the net. Back to the near sideboards. Hastings redirects it out towards center and through. Looking for Siebeneller, instead back the other way. Played back in where Selesky finds it. Will start near side. Instead backhands it softly off the end boards. Plank is there, but now she's double teamed and in trouble, needs some help. Out of the corner, Raiders get that help in the form of Autumn Burt up the near boards. And now out to center. Here comes Hastings with wheels. Lauren Mull, nice move. Gets in. She's a left-handed shot. Gets to the dot. Gets to her backhand. Lost control. Needs some help. Stepping up in the play for Hastings is Schuster. Had it, lost it. Now played out through center. And this will be picked up by Hastings. Raiders long pass for Mull. Hits her breaks. Top of the circle. 1-on-4. Takes a shot and a save made at the glove by Nicole James. 10:26 to go first period. Still 1-0. Raiders leading on the goal scored by Hastings Autumn Burt.
Yeah, Tuck, Raiders, they're just super fast tonight. They came out just rocking and rolling. A lot of times in games like this, it takes 5 minutes to kind of get the feel. They're right 0-0. They're doing it.
It really is nice, too, for a team the second time to see them. And when the first game didn't go your way, to have that game at home. Having the familiar surroundings is probably big for Hastings as well as they come 2-on-2, call it 2-on-4 with Hastings getting back well on into the zone offensively. North Tartan back to the point, held it up top of the left circle, shot through traffic, got blocked, played back out to the point again and off a stick to center. Sachs throws it in. Raiders with Schuster. Behind her net now, works to her strong side left and plays it up the boards. Shower. Jade Shower, part of that Shower clan that all have played hockey here at Hastings at one time or another. Long pass, too far for everybody, but they're going to wave off any icing as Shower's speed gets there first. Centering pass, out in front, bouncing puck, couldn't get the shot on goal. Held in Selesky, point left, shoots it in down low. Raiders get a pass to Hoffman, that long reach there too helping as she gets it back out of the corner, looking for Addie Selesky, too far and cleared down the length. This should be icing, and it will be. 9:20 to play here in the first on HCTV. 1-0 Raiders have the lead, and the goal coming from Autumn Burt, her 7th of the season for the blue and gold.
Tuck, I don't know if you saw that last scoring attempt. Ava Hoffman was sitting there wide open. A lot of times you see a skater pound their stick on the ice, letting their teammate know, hey, I'm out here, let's pass it. She could have seen her, got her a little sooner. You never know there.
You never know. Communication, even in hockey and in goaltenders too, as I grew up a goaltender too, the communication you have as a goaltender with the rest of the 5 that are in front of you is also key. So, I mean, that's something too. No matter where you are on the ice, what position you play, the communication is huge on the ice no matter what side you are on. As Selesky will try to start, go end-to-end again. Instead, roadblock there halfway in. Second effort, Selesky backhands it off the boards. And now it's cleared back out towards center off Shower's stick, and it'll drift back into the North Tartan zone. In the black with red, blue, and white stripes. It's played down the length for icing again with 8:44 to go in. A kind of pedestrian first after the early goal, but pedestrian sure, but a lot of the walking has been done inside the North Tartan zone, which has been nice for Hastings to the first half of this first period.
Yeah, like you said, Hastings came out fast. They had 4 shots on goal right away. They've only gotten 1 since. North Tartan's kind of come back with 3, so we're still even.
Find a way to win the face-off. Raiders will try with... Who's that up on the face-off? That was Burt. And now left in front. Oh, my goodness. Couldn't pull the trigger. That was Siebeneller. I think she kind of was almost shocked at the point that that thing made it through to her stick. Halfway through the first period here at Hastings Civic Arena, 1-0. Centering pass through a bunch of traffic. North Tartan had 2 float in way too deep into the play and just overskated the puck. Hastings easy run back in, but they're going to be offsides. No, it's going to be a trip. This is going to be a penalty against North, and Hastings is going to be on their first power play, the first for either team. It'll go to the Raiders, and what a golden opportunity here for the girls in gold to hammer another one home here and really take a nice lead.
Here's that replay there, Tuck. See the trip there, kind of players were in the way to kind of quite see it, but either way, Hastings on a power play.
Selesky's shot off the face-off went wide, and I don't think James ever even saw it. Raiders in deep. Burt for Hastings. Burt had it, lost it, cleared down the length of the ice. Steinke will set it up for the Raiders. Steinke, number 39, junior goaltender for the blue and gold, has had a tremendous season. This one turned over. Aleda Hedberg there looking for Volkers. Shot on goal, kicked away by Steinke again. Around the boards it comes and now cleared out. Raiders trying to get a stick on it on the power play. Here's Burt now, left side, down to the corner, has 2 going to the front of the net, points hanging their spots, and here we go. Let's set up the power play. Shot, no, blocked. That's going to go off the top of the dasher, stays in play. Raiders with Selesky, wheeling through wearing the number 36. Hits her brakes. Centering pass. That finds a streaking Casey. Plank, whose shot comes in, save made. Rebound, 2 efforts at it. Puck still loose. Shot, they score on the rebound. Kept digging and digging and digging, and eventually you're going to mine gold, and the Raiders get a big goal on the power play. Madden Hansen finally able to put it away. A power play goal for Hastings, and it's 2-0 blue and gold.
Tuck, you love to see that. They just, like you said earlier, put the puck on the net. People are just attacking. The keeper's all over. Nobody could get good, almost a kick in there. Good thing she didn't. And then Hastings just staying on the doorstep and pushing at it and goes in. 2-0, Hastings up.
AD Trent Hansen's going to be pretty happy to find out the daughter scored. Petrich gets the lone assist.
Tuck, we talked a little bit earlier about Hastings being on the penalty kill, and that's why they've been losing some games. Now they're on the power play, they score, so hopefully we're flipping the switch here.
Get something going. And here's the thing, too, now. Put the foot on the gas a little bit and let's go. Got a 2-0 lead. Let's find a way to at least get through this 6:36 and leave that 0 on the other side if you're a blue and gold fan.
Yeah, in hockey or soccer even, that third goal is key. You're either up, one team's up 3, or one team is now just down 1.
It could really put a little mental bind in the road team if Hastings could find a way even to get one more here before the break. 6:14 to go, first period. Raiders now have a 2-0 lead. A power play goal moments ago, and this is going to be offsides. Yeah, the girls from North Tartan not exactly on the same page way back in. Raiders have an easy way out, but instead it's knocked off the stick of Tui. Back in the other way comes Knobloch. She'll center it. Goes off his stick to the high slot near the point. Play to the right side, and then floating over to it. Hackman, 2 shots at it. Second one got through. Save made Steinke. Rebound cleared. Far side boards. Get it out of here, girls. They get it to the blue line and not out. 2-on-2 back in from short quarters. Shot comes in from a bad angle. Slid through the crease. No harm, no foul.
Might have got away with one there, too, because that right side of the net was wide open. She could have got a stick on it. Like you said, though, got to clear the zone when you can.
Taking icing. Shot comes in here. High, wide. Raiders regroup in their own end, trying to get back behind the net and kind of shift directions in the breakout. Instead, they'll just keep going status quo. Erickson, big goal the other night for the Raiders in the win against Blaine, 1-0. How about that win for the Raider girls?
Absolutely.
Big victory against a high-powered, state perennial hockey powerhouse, and they'll take that win to the bank, hopefully, towards the end of the year. Here's Erickson again. Drives in down low. She'd love to play with her sister Kira. I know that out with her knee injury suffered during the soccer season. Back in right side. Raiders again will send it back in deep. Now is Petrich on the forecheck for Hastings to the point. Kicked by Plank, but right to North Tartan. And here they come 2-on-2. Back in. Nice little move there, but lost it. Kalashuk Klein. Second shot from the little, I don't know, let's call it a drop pass. Just kind of lost control of it. And Emily Knobloch put it on goal. Saved by Steinke again. Raiders the other way. Here they come with speed. Shower shot. Put it on net. At a girl. Save made. Kicked away. Try for that rebound. If you have a bad angle shot, you even have an angle, you know you can play for a rebound. Nice move there, backhand. Shot save made Steinke.
Just want to take a note of Steinke's positioning there. Slid over, cut off any angle that girl had of scoring. Great job.
Lot of geometry when it comes to playing between the pipes, I can tell you that. Thank goodness for Bill Hansen all those years teaching me everything I knew between 10th and 11th grade. This one played back into the Raider end again. 3:45 to go, first period. Hastings has a 2-0 lead on HCTV and SCCTV. Nick Tugner, Peter Heyman from the perch at the Hastings Civic Arena. Played back out across the blue line. Raiders trying to tag it back in. Tried, didn't, out again. Raiders resume their forecheck here as they get it right back. Left side, sneaking in, hitting her break. Siebeneller, good drop pass, good idea. Just couldn't get Burt to join the play in time off the bench. Raiders with their changes here tonight too have been fabulous. Back into the Raider zone. Cross ice pass. Has some room. Siebeneller getting a change. The Raiders again quick in turn. 4 fresh girls out of the ice for the blue and gold. Taken away there though by North Tartan. TNT playing it in deep here. Behind the Raider net of Steinke. Hastings goes far boards. Played back out by Siebeneller, looking for a pass. Sneaking in, Erickson turns, fires, puts one wide of the net. Out to the blue line, past Selesky. They will wave off any icing. Steinke alertly comes out to set it up for her defenseman. Surefire, all-conference player, maybe both of them, the way it stands now with Steinke and Selesky both. High slot, shot comes in, never made it through. Great block. I'm not sure who got that. Might have been Mull who had the block, but huge anyway. Up the boards near side, in front of the Raider bench to center. Now across ice, off a stick, looking for Mull too far, but she hustles in, follows the puck in deep. Down into the corner, Mull, chase, puck loose by the Zamboni doors, throwing right, now to the point, shot through traffic, made it all the way through. Tui's shot had a missile lock on it there, but unfortunately couldn't get it on goal. Behind the net, Raiders have it. They'll leave it there for Schauer. Jade Schauer sticks to her backhand in front of the Zamboni doors again. Far side of the ice as you look at your screen. Raiders behind their own net, lost control 2-on-2. North Tartan, they'll send it down the length. They will take an icing with 95 seconds left, first period.
Yeah, you like to see these Raiders quick, fast. They kind of had a lull there in the middle of the period, and then they got that power play. They've just been full to the throttle here tonight.
In the way the Raiders play defensively, and even though there's still 34 minutes of hockey to go after this, you play the game you've been known to play all year, things are going to work itself out the rest of the way. You just have to have faith in this defense and the way that they have just not allowed teams that have not scored to score. The Raiders got to take that MO into the second and third.
Yeah, and that becomes frustrating for the other team, too. And then you're going to get your breakaways going back the other way because they're going to try to do too much, lose puck, have a man advantage.
Oh, that's a penalty, a hit from behind, and this is going to put Gabby Fleming in the box. They're going to call it a cross check. Raiders will get a power play to end the period. Hopefully we don't have to play all that power play. Maybe we get one in 1:17, and like Pete and I said, take that 3-0 lead into the locker room and have a bunch of hooting and holler in there, I can tell you, after 17 minutes.
Yeah, and while we wait for this next faceoff, I want to announce our other sponsor, Farmers Insurance, Katie Lindbergh Agency. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her. Thank you, Katie Lindbergh.
1:12 to go. First period from McGree Rink in Hastings. Hastings on the power play. Schauer putting it just wide. Hastings trying to get a little something extra here, leading 2-0 towards the end of the first, as Butch says we have a minute left. Schauer. Decent angle shot. I think more or less playing for a rebound. That's just fine. We'll live for another offensive zone faceoff. Take a peek again. The Raiders just working it to the point, finding room, and then Schauer blasting it from the dot, just trying to either get it on goal or, as we said, play for a rebound.
Yeah, James hasn't really controlled everything tonight, so a lot of loose pucks ever hits her, so that's a great job. Just throw it on the net, like you said earlier. Good things happen.
The drive in Hastings has been good, but the thing that a lot of folks watching the first period will realize, too, is Hastings is not trying to overdo anything right now, and a little frustration here from North Tartan as that puck played in the Hastings bench. And you can see already in North Tartan a lot of heads hanging, a stick smacking against the ice there. Obviously not what they wanted to do. Raiders need to take advantage of that a little bit, find some reasoning to make them not interested in playing 34 more minutes. 34 minutes and 25 seconds as it runs down here in the first. Raiders in the power play. Not a lot of urgency, but like we said, that hasn't had to be the deal here. Shot through traffic. Save made James. That one got all the way through. Off the end boards, Mull has time and room to Selesky in the slot. Oh, upstairs, great glove stop by James, and Addie Selesky shows that heat-seeking missile she has from the point. That time searching for the upper corner. We'll see another look at that one. Is she, man, maybe one of the better shots in the program, boys or girls. That thing upstairs, pretty. She's going to find the net here tonight if she keeps shooting like that. Is that on the first? Wow. That was pretty good hockey.
Oh, that was great hockey. Came out of the gates fast, scoring right away. Couldn't have started any better way for Hastings. Victoria Steinke, difference goalkeeper. She's stopping everything, got the great angle. On the other side, some loose pucks. We're able to take advantage and get a couple goals there.
A lot of the whistles had to do with the North Tartan icing the puck. That means you're doing something right defensively, and with the Raiders leading 2-0, you put 34 minutes together like you just saw in the first 17. We're going to be just fine as we take a peek at the scoring from that first period. Raiders get it going early, 52 seconds into it. Autumn Bird off that rebound, puts it back in upper blocker side, and again falling down as the whole thing went down to make it 1-0. And the shot here from Plank, big juicy rebound, couple chances. Petrich had a whack at it, and finally Madden Hansen gets that forehand on it, puts it into an open net off that glove side, and that gives the Raiders a 2-0 lead, leading in shots on goal as well, 11-7 after one period. And I thought the Raiders played a fantastic 17 minutes of hockey, and if they do the same in the second and third, we're going to have a fun final couple of periods.
Yeah, Tuck, they just, like I said earlier, they came out fast skating, crisp passing, solid defense. Like you said, they just stuck to their script, play your game, things will go well.
Hopefully that script continues when we come back from this break. Our intermission is now underway, and the Zamboni is on the ice. We'll take our break, come back with your second period next. Raiders lead at 2-0 on HCTV and SCCTV.
Some you've heard of more, but it doesn't bother me because I just love to explore. Interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand. Push that trash that way, not this way. Come on.
Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV?
That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video that promotes your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for? As an HCTV sponsor, our staff will work with your business or organization to create a custom video to promote your brand. You also have an option of getting a shout out in every sporting event we cover. And that's 3 points for your business. So support HCTV today! Go to hastingstv.org/sponsors for more information or to give a one-time donation.
Tom.
Welcome back, everybody. We're at McGree Rink at the Hastings Civic Arena, where Hastings has a 2-0 edge over North Tartan here in Metro East Conference girls hockey action. Autumn Burt, her 7th. Madden Hansen, her 6th. That one came on the power play, and that's where we're at right now as the Raiders leading by a score of 2-0. So the Raiders did get the assists clarified a bit here. Addie Selesky and Plank both will get assists on the first goal. And then the second goal was assisted by Grace Petrich, and that was on the power play. 2 penalties, both went to North. One will resume here momentarily with 43 seconds of Raider power play to go here in just a little bit. So that's what's going to be coming up here in just a couple of moments, as the Raiders and the TNT starting to get loose. Both goalies starting to get ready to rock and roll as well. Just keep shooting the puck. I mean, the first period was a class example of what you need to do, especially at home. You get the lead, you play good defense, keep creating offense. Raiders led in shots 11-7. Victoria Steinke perfect with the 7-7 period in the first.
Yeah, Tuck, let's not forget, Raiders still on a 43-second power play.
Yep.
If there's ever a good time to have a penalty, which is never, but you do like it when a period can split up that time, because another face-off can kind of kill maybe an extra 10 seconds or so. You never know. Maybe more.
And sometimes throw them off a little bit. You know, you come out a little bit flat maybe to start the second period, but that can go both ways. Raiders got to be sure that right away they don't cough up a shorty or something similar on the other end, just saying, all right, well, we got this for 43 seconds, but you got to come out and you got to keep being the aggressors. And the Raiders have done that this year. They have been extremely successful when it comes to wins and losses. So far, Raiders have stayed out of the penalty box. 0 penalties for Hastings. That is a big number, because if Hastings stays out of the box, stays under that average especially, we're going to be all right here. 5-on-4 to start the second period.
Yeah, and speaking of defense, you haven't said Emily Knobloch name that much. So
really?
She's their key scorer, her defense playing solid.
Cleared immediately off the face-off by North Tartan. Raiders leading it by a score of 2-0. Long pass finds Jade Schauer across the ice, finding Hoffman. Ava Hoffman, senior, lets a shot go off the blocker. Save made. Schauer follows it in. Turning and firing one. That one Hoffman put towards the net. Raiders still have 12 seconds of power play time. Cross the ice. Shot tipped wide as Schuster let one go. Raiders stay with it. 5 seconds on the power play. Schauer shot. Save made. Bad angle shot. Second time didn't go. Back to full strength TNT. Raiders still with it. Still the aggressors. In down low offensively. Top of the crease. Almost able to put it in, as Hoffman was in the vicinity but unable to get a stick on it.
Still a lot of opportunities right there in just 43 seconds.
Needed it. Raiders coming out, just continuing what they did in that first period. Leading at 2-0 here at McGree Rink. Little attempt here from North Tartan got a little bit sweaty around the Hastings net. Back to the point. Held up there. Volker sends it back in, down low off the boards. Shot comes in front of the net. And the puck was loose. And Steinke found it with her glove, plops it down on the puck before it was able to go in. And a huge stop, and really not just the stop, it was a matter of finding it on the glove, because that's exactly how Hansen scored her goal in the first. And right there, the Raiders defensively alert enough to make the play, and Steinke again keeping the door shut, and it's still 2-0.
Yeah, Tuck, I was going to mention, just like we mentioned earlier for Hastings, just throw that puck on the net. It hits a skate, it hits a stick, and it goes in.
The pucks I hated to see coming towards my net were the ones going slower than I can run. And I'm not kidding. They're just harder to handle. Rebounds are not as easy to handle either.
Like that one right there, maybe a little bit.
You watch the backdoor player too, and the Raiders had her covered up defensively. Shot save made by Steinke. Quick turnover. Raiders got to be careful on those. Those are where the Raiders have been hurt and burned a couple times this season. Those quick turnovers in their own zone that can turn into offense lethally fast. And right there, Steinke found a way to keep it out of there. Hastings trying to get it back out towards center. They do. Siebeneller leaves it there. Selesky. Annie Selesky up the left side, bangs it off the boards, follows it in deep, has Mull trailing if need be, instead stays in the far corner. Raiders still with it. Burt on her forehand, Where's the number 2? Forward for Hastings. Sends it back. Gets a return pass. Plank and also Burt back and forth. Got some help there from Olivia Erickson. Pushed it down into the corner. And ball's taken down in the corner. No call. Hastings trying to dig it free. Can't do it. Caitlin Hackman up the far boards. Finds Klein. Here's Klein. 2-on-1. Raiders trying to get back. Klein's shot wide.
Great job again on the Raiders defense. Cut off that angle. Take away that pass.
No, you have the backside player, the shooter, if you will, in the back. You have to make sure you have the one with the puck, that particular shooter. Official playing along today. Keeping the puck in for North Tartan. Raiders in their own end, back behind the net, just slapping her on the boards, trying to get it out. Still can't do it. In the corner, pass is sent through the slot. Nobody was there for either team. No icing, obviously, because it was self-inflicted there by North Tartan. Far boards, long pass, intercepted by Selesky before it entered her zone, and she'll follow it back behind her net, suck in 2 of the players from North Tartan. Now the Raiders could have had a 2-on-1 out the other way.
You can see Selesky, just that stick work, her brain, how she's so advanced.
Good idea, trying to find Schauer with the speed. Raiders noticing that the puck was still loose. Hoffman trying to follow it in, instead played to center. Long pass off the stick of Ellie Volkers. Volkers racing down near corner left, had it, lost it. Raiders peel it free with Madden Hansen. Back behind their own net. Raiders with Selesky, a long pass, finding Hansen right back again. Throws it in deep, quick change for the Raiders. Burt right back on. Hastings sends one into the corner. Hoffman, who's been a ball of fire all over the ice tonight. As this one bounces out through center. Official again off the skate. Helps out North Tartan. Drop pass again into the slot and then pushed into the corner. Pass comes in front. Loose puck. Raiders have it. And here they come with Burt. Nice move. Burt comes out right side. Trying to get back to her forehand. Had one streaking to the front of the net as Townsend was there waiting. Staying on it. Burt again. Backhand pass behind the net. Siebeneller again cycles. Far boards, point left. Shot through traffic, knocked down, never made it. And here comes the TNT to center again. Pass to Tall, Credit, Colshaw, Stein. Where's the number 5? Gets into the zone. That's about it. Raiders send it right back out to the red line. Thrown in. That will be not no icing as she was just across the red line. Raiders, Schuster, nice move in the corner. Raiders in close quarters getting out of there and trying to spread the ice out. Now they do. Here they come now. Out right, right side, Erickson. Erickson, bottom of the circle. Forehand shot, save with the glove. Nicole James taking one away from Olivia Erickson. Just couldn't get the puck up a little bit higher, but a heck of an effort as we look at the replay.
Yeah, Tuck, Raiders, just a great forechecking. Get the puck, get it out of the zone, get a nice breakaway here. She goes top right shelf right into the glove. A little higher that goes in, or even keep going around the goalie and get it in the far left side maybe.
She's becoming a goal scorer. And that's the thing you're noticing is any loose pucks, even to the bottoms of the circles, she's finding a way to get into those little tough areas, and that's going to create more opportunities for her as she goes along in her varsity career. As this one banked off right side boards, helped in. And I'll tell you what, a couple of these kids too that play multiple sports, and here's this one's turned over, almost a penalty. Shot comes in, save made there by Steinke, and a beautiful one at that. Again, as Pete said, having those angles, second effort through, save made, rebound into the corner. Oh my, I'm holding my breath. Now my goaltender's instincts are starting to take over, and that begins with my belly. Oh no. 2-0, Raiders lead, but they have the pressure in the zone. Shot comes in, save made again by James. Kicks it away, off into the corner. Raiders trying to dig it free again with Grace Petrich. Has it, sends it back in right side. Petrich, tall, long arms, kind of like sister Caitlin had. Into the corner it goes. Raiders following it in with Schauer, but it's played down the length, and that'll be a whistle on an icing with 10:49 to go, second period, approaching the halfway point of regulation. And your Hastings Raiders girls hockey team is leading North St. Paul Tartan by a score of 2-0.
Yeah, and we're going to take a moment to announce our sponsors again. Farmers Insurance, Katie Lindbergh Agency. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her. Thank you, Katie Lindbergh, for supporting HCTV.
10:49 to go. Face off to James's right, our left. Face off one. Raiders pushing it towards the net. Bouncing puck comes out top of the circle. Hey, that was almost a penalty too. They're letting him play a little bit tonight. Here's a 2-on-1 though the other way. North Tartan right side. Shot off the glove. That one behind the net. Gives Steinke another stop.
Yeah, I saw the Raiders slip, but I don't think it was a trip. It was incidental.
Centering pass.
Good no call.
What a great play. Shower comes out, gets a stick on it as a forward. Huge there for the Raiders. Up the board, we'll see up the middle. The ice went off a stick, bridged into the North Tartan zone. So no icing there. Hoffman on fire in the corner. Boy, she's looked good all over the ice here today. Raiders senior wears the number 10. Bouncing puck. Top of the circle near side. Look out! And that's going to go into the Raider bench. 10:06 to go second period. 2-0 Raiders leading at home. Game 2 of the 2-game season series. We take a peek again at the replay, digging it out of that corner, and again, that good stick by Shower. All you gotta do is get a piece of it. Just like a 2-strike count in baseball. Find a way to fight for that next play, and in this case now, a face-off. Face-off was won by the Raiders, but they turned it over. Out to center it comes. TNT with it. Ellie Volkers bouncing puck. Nope. Raiders get it out to center at least. Low pressure, and that's all it takes sometimes to get it out of your own zone. Selesky has plenty of room. Far side, had to kind of think quick. Got it out to center. Bouncing back in. They're going to say she was touching the red line, so no icing. Raiders the other way, plank. Plenty of room. Left side, far side of the ice. Pass Sliv and the crew in the box far side. Down into the corner behind the net, 9:28 to go. Raiders on the attack, leading 2-0. Nice job there just to get the puck back in the zone. Plank shoots towards the net, looking for Burt. Taken away by North Tartan, and this one slips back through into the far near corner of the Hastings zone. Volkers turns, fires, put it towards the net, never made it there. Another nice play defensively by one of the Raider forwards. That was Bird again. Both sides of the ice. We've talked about it. That picked off in the slot by Hastings. Olivia Erickson, we've talked about her too, all over the ice. That line tonight on both sides in the zone offensively, back in the defensive zone. They have both been awesome. And neither one is necessarily showed on the scorebook yet. That doesn't matter because that's not necessarily what always wins games.
Yeah, it's probably against their number 1 line too, so that's why they have 0 goals on the other team. So like you said, take out their best players, if you will, and then, hey, who cares if your second line scores?
Force other gals to beat you, just like in basketball. You want to say your 30-point-a-game scorer is not going to hurt you? Fine. Take them out of the game, make other people beat you, and the Raiders have done a clinical job here so far tonight of showing how exactly that goes in a game where you're leading by a couple at home. Into the corner. Raiders again rip it away. Selesky used the high dash or the blue spot around the top to get it through there. Still has it. Long pass. That's going to be icing, but that's fine. We need a break anyway. So we'll get a face-off back down in the Hastings zone. Fresh skaters come out for both teams. 8:03 to go. Past that halfway point now of regulation, and your score is 2-0 Hastings.
Yeah, that's the Hastings Raiders. To me, their defense, they're poke checking, forward checking. North Tartan's had all these opportunities, but just before they can shoot it, we knock it out of the way.
And it doesn't matter when it is, as long as you do it. Shot comes in off the face-off win. Easy save there for Victoria Steinke. Saw it the whole way. Keep the bodies out of the front of the net. Limit the traffic. Let 39 see it. She'll take care of the rest. Same spot. Same face-off win. Same shot, same save. Rebound, though.
Whistle was blown just before it came out. North Tartan might have actually took her stick and knocked it out of the glove. I couldn't quite tell, but quick whistles in high school hockey, maybe?
Hey, well, I'll tell you this. As a goaltender, everybody says your posts are your best friends. Sometimes a referee's whistle's your best friend. That's a Raiders case right there, but we'll take it. 2-0 Hastings leads. 8 minutes, less than 8 now. 7:55 to play here in period 2 from McCree Rink at Hastings Civic Arena. Nick Tucker, Peter Heyman for HCTV and SCCTV. We welcome all of you to the game here tonight. Raiders up 2-0, trying to dig it out of their own end. Nice little soft pass off the boards. Shower trying to spring Hoffman. Why not? They've been great all game. Shower keeps it at the blue line. Takes a shot. Perfect. Did it exactly as you needed. Knew that you were getting close to the end of your shift anyway. Play for the rebound. Jade Shower does exactly that perfectly. Raiders get a shot, and they also now get an offensive zone faceoff, leading 2-0.
Yeah, back to that quick whistle. The puck did go back to the left corner, so it's not like it went in the net and North Tartan had a huge argument.
Right. And there was, like you said, there was no real
Danger.
nothing like that. Really no
Challenge.
Yeah,
if you
from
will.
the other side in the bench over there. Shot through traffic, blocked. And Addie Selesky, even with her snapshot, look out.
Well, if you were here last week, she must have had 8 of those high up right corner, but the keeper stopped them all. But still, she's got a great wrist shot, like you said.
Behind the net, Raiders doing some dirty work back there and trying to create an opportunity with Siebeneller, who I've been thoroughly impressed with here tonight as well. This one put back in. Selesky trying to dig it free. Can't do it. Behind the net, Raiders trying to get Plank in there with a stick. And they slow Knobloch down. Does for a moment. Behind the net it goes. Now to Hedberg. Lost it. Addie's got the stick in there. She takes a hit. Kind of gave one because she was sandwiched between 2 players. As we, again, get slashed, but we're going to play right on. Selesky through center. Left side. Shot Bridges off the stick, but Selesky still has the loose puck. Throw it in the circle. Never made it through. Trying backside for Mull. Instead, we'll have an icing and a face-off back in the Hastings offensive zone. With 6:29 to go here in the second, and 2-0 Hastings still leading. As you take a look there at Hastings, Olivia Erickson. We've talked about her so far. She's been playing wonderful.
Yeah, we'll take another minute to announce our sponsor, Balanced Wealth Management, retirement planning expertise. Thank you, Balanced Wealth Management, for supporting HCTV.
Figure out those dollars, people. 6:29 to go.
I don't know about you, Tuck. The last couple minutes just kind of seem a little chaotic, almost like there's going to be penalties, like fights. Like it's something's not feeling right now.
There isn't that pedestrian feeling that was kind of there in the first. And you mentioned it could take a couple of minutes sometimes for 2 teams to wake up. Well, you're seeing the physical play, and now you're seeing Tartan, North Tartan coming in here on a 2-on-1. Lead the puck there. Shot comes in. Victoria the save. Rebound clear back out. High slot. Shot again through traffic. Never found the net. And now played back near side. Mull just trying to sneak it out. Hit one in the bench there. That's fine. As long as we got a whistle, I don't care where it comes from.
Yeah, good stop. I don't know what Olivia Erickson there at the top of the zone. I don't know if she got hit with that puck on the way in, but she kind of took a dive and came off the rink right away, so hopefully she's okay.
Gonna take a peek down towards the bench and see if I can see 26 down there. It looks like she's fine.
Yeah.
Talking with some of the coaches and trainers.
I feel like this side of the rink is like the speed side rink because now North Tartan's getting all kinds of chances down here.
There's something to be said about that, too. This one thrown back out to center. Different feel. This one thrown in deep. Raiders with Selesky, who's put in some serious miles already here through the first couple periods. Sets it up 2-on-2. Raiders back out, have some room. Wheeling in is Ava Hoffman. Takes a shot. What a great block in front. Heck of a defensive effort there by Haley Knobloch. You talk about Emily being the goal scorer, but Haley right there preventing a big goal for Hastings, which maybe, even at this time of the game, could have put doubt into the minds of North Tartan. And here comes Hastings again with a little room. Madden Hansen, who scored earlier, gets out wide, puts a bouncing puck towards the front of the net loose, never got a shot on goal. Near boards it comes. 5 minutes left here, second period, 2-0 Hastings. That's, I thought that was offsides. Instead, it's going to be played in deeper with Knobloch. Cross-ice pass, nobody there. Hastings first on the scene, and now here they come, having some wheels through left sides. Townsend comes in, the captain, shot, save made, rebound, still loose in front of the net off the left side. Loose puck rolls off a stick of a North Tartan player to center. Raiders regroup. Possession, Hastings, Toohey. Toohey, far side left, sends it over to Townsend, who flips it in perfectly. Behind the net, Raiders in the crash. Loose puck, corralled by Colshaw Klein, back to center. Falling down, that's not a penalty. Thank goodness no arms came up there. Back the other way. Schuster with wheels from her defensive position. Gets down low. Too early of a drop pass for that particular connection as the Raiders turn it over. Back the other way off a skate. Mull, nice job. Now sends it back the other way. He has some wheels. She'll get up top of the circle. Looking for a shot on her backhand. Crunched there in front of the net. No harm. No foul. No penalty.
Yeah, on that drop pass, Tucky, I'd rather have her throw it on the net like we've done. We get some rebounds. It goes off a deflection.
Selesky's shot there. Blocker saved by James into the corner. Selesky again coming up. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what constitutes a check here. 3:36 to go. Raiders have stayed out of the box even with, Erickson one-timer just went off the heel of her stick, and that could have been trouble. Proud of the Raiders, though, even though they're not getting the calls, they don't care. They keep playing the game, and they don't care who's blowing the whistle or when.
Yeah, we've talked about this in other sports we played. We're living in Hastings in the country. We're tough cookies. We'll take it as it comes.
Kids keep fighting here, up 2-0, but the power of everything is going left to right with this bright yellow gold clad Raider team, and this is exactly what you want to see. That's not exactly what you want to see. That was icing because Plank was too busy checking her stick for a piece of tape or something and then couldn't get the puck on the pass, so we're going to be called for icing. As you look at the replay again where Addie goes into the corner and from behind,
Yeah, I'm not sure there.
Yeah.
Addie kind of went in trying to get under her. And
There's something called leverage when you're a tall gal. It's sometimes it doesn't. You've seen it with guys and gals rebounding in basketball too. The big kid sometimes just gets the foul because they're the big kid. That's kind of how it works. You're the big kid getting hit in hockey. Hey, you'll be fine. You're the big kid. So that's how it works. 2:40 to go here in the second period of a 2-0 Hastings lead in girls hockey in the Metro East Conference. The Tuck and Peter show. The 9 volts are here for all your fun. Is this one kicked out high slot? Raiders had it, lost it. Shower took a little shove there.
I don't think Victoria even saw where it went either. You know this from your experience.
You just hope and pray, keep your stick on the ground, and hopefully it hits somebody before it gets to you. Good job sliding that stick there to get it out for a moment was Hoffman to create an offsides opportunity. And North Tartan had to tag up. As they're switching, they had 6 girls on the ice.
Yeah, and she played the puck, too. That's just automatic.
All right, 2 minutes to go. Second period, 2-0 Raiders. I don't want to get too whiny because the Raiders, doesn't matter about the penalties.
Ooh.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty.
That's
Jade Shower, after growing up with all the big brothers and probably taking her fair share of lumps, literally, that young lady's going to go take a seat for a moment and think about what she just did for 2 minutes.
And let's make sure the opponent is okay. She's on her feet.
Yeah.
Let's see who that is, because that was a pretty hard check there. I think, like you said, though, the game was getting a little rough, and a lot of times as players, I'm going to keep going to the next advance till they call a penalty.
I think you hit it right on the head there because that might now settle the nerves, if you will, of...
Looks like that's number 23, Elena Hedberg. So we talked about this earlier, Hastings on the penalty kill. Here we go. Let's see how we can do.
Just burn up the 145. Put it back down on the other end. But here's North Tartan's power play. Blocked in front. Addie has it. She'll work it left side across the red line. And now works in short-handed. Created a chance. High off the glass. Get back, though. Got sucked in a little too far. Remember, we're short-handed. We don't want a defenseman getting too deep in.
Just going to say, and she's your defenseman. Best one.
Right side, sneaking in. Ellie Volkers gets to the Zamboni doors. Roadblock there, whereas the number 36 got it to the point. That's it. Far corner, Wold. Wold, too, has been a little bit of a problem offensively, creating some chances. Maul there, sneaks it away, will clear and skate across center. 1 minute to go in the period. We're in the second. That should, oh boy, that might have been a high stick back in deep again. Selesky, just chuck it. There you go. Addie shoots it down the length. That'll kill off precious power play seconds for North Tartan, who's also playing a floater, boy. Oh. Watching Wold, she's kind of sneaking around out towards center, looking for maybe a breakaway. Opportunistic on the power play. North Tartan, far side, long pass, might be too far. Volkers gets there, had to pivot back to the right to the point. Shot comes in, never made it to Victoria Steinke. Great play in front there by the Raiders and their defenseman in Emily Toohey. Into the corner, player falls down. I don't know what happened there. And now trying to dangle around her teammate with 9 seconds left. They'll go left side of the circle, blocked in front. It hit somebody. That was Hansen. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds. They need a shot, and they're not going to get it. Yes, they did. But it wouldn't have, oh boy, it would have been
That would have been close. And we don't have instant replay to check that out. That would all on the official.
Well, we kind of do, but the referees can't watch it. Hats off to the Raiders again, doing exactly what we talked about in the first. Come into the second, do what you've been doing. You're going to win the game. Let's take a look. No scoring here in the period, but you can see at the end, looking back door, glove side, nobody was on that shooter. And remember, they're on the power play, so you're short a girl, probably lost track of her. Raiders might have gotten away with one in the final seconds of the period. So 2-0 is our score through 2, and we'll come back with what will be a pretty fun third period right after this on HCTV and SCCTV.
We have been telling the story of Hastings since 1983. By supporting HCTV, you are supporting weekly live high school sports coverage, community events, original shows like Take a Hike Mike, Man on the Street, Aprons Optional, and Around the Mic. You are also contributing to coverage for school events, graduation, prom, school board meetings, and the student-run broadcast journalism course, The Echo.
HCTV is your one-stop shop for all things local government. This coverage includes city council and other local government meetings, forums, PSAs, local news packages, and so much more.
HCTV also provides virtual alternatives to in-person viewing for notable events around Hastings. We make all of our content viewable to everyone by putting it on TV, YouTube, Facebook, and our website for on-demand viewing.
With more and more people cutting cable each year, a major source of our funding is continuing to decline. Your support is vital to keeping our small nonprofit sustainable. If you would like to give a donation, you can go to hastingstv.org/donate. To learn about our sponsorship program, where your business will be recognized in our programming, check out hastingstv.org/sponsors.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Hastings Civic Arena. I thought by the way Peter slammed his thing down, I'm like, what would you lose something or what? But no, he's okay. He didn't lose everything, just his mind. We're back. We're here, third period about to begin. Nick Tuckner and the aforementioned other 9-volt battery, Peter Heyman, here at the perch at the Hastings Civic Arena. Saw the aforementioned Sliv McGree. We've talked about him. We've alluded to him. Of course, his last name is emblazoned here on center ice. And he was walking by, and for 20-plus years, that guy would always look at me when he was working and clocked in, even when he was not punched in and clocked in. If I did not have that one little chain, you guys have been at the Hastings Civic Arena, know what I'm talking about. He's looked up here and saw where I'm just sitting up here in my little hole. There's that chain. If it was not clamped after the periods, Sliv would always make sure he took that little run around, and if it wasn't there, I'd always feel a little tap on the back of the leg. So when he came through today, we actually had it closed between periods, and I made sure to tell Sliv, hey, look it. We got it all set up. And he looks at me and he goes, well, at least you're doing it by the rules. And, of course, in that Sliv dry humor, he just starts chuckling and walks away. I mean, my goodness, he is a treat, let me tell you. The guy that probably knows more about this building than anybody, even the architects. And there he is, going back over to the scorer's table to give everybody guff. We're back underway on HCTV, SCTV, also around for the ride tonight, 2-0 Raiders, and we got a couple seconds left on the power play for North Tartan, and now we're back to full-strength hockey. Let's go. Turn it over. Here's Hoffman. Oh, my, almost out of the box, and a quick turnover, and it could have been 3-0. Hoffman stays on it, though, wheeling in the zone, gets down to her backhand, just keeps floating like Kirill Kaprizov, gets to the top, that's fine, hit the brakes, put it back in front, bouncing puck, wide of Hansen, but that's all right. He works out just fine to the corner, back to Hoffman, and then Schauer was going that way too, overskates the puck, nobody home. Here comes North Tartan through center.
Yeah, you mentioned Hoffman many times tonight. She is fast, sleek.
Yeah,
she's all over the ice tonight.
It probably one of her, and I haven't watched as many games as you have, Pete, but I know for a fact that this has got to be one of her better games on both ends of the ice. This one rolling back in deep. 18-13 the shots coming into the period. It was a pretty, even though the pace felt like it was much more than what it was, the shots weren't exactly there on either side as this put in deep. But the Raiders have been consistent, gave up 7 in the first, 6 shots in the second. Or, you know, we do that again here in the third. We're going to be fine. End to end, left to right. Here comes North Tartan again. Skating in is Hackman, turned it over immediately. Second chance, gets in deep. And now looking for a pass in front, just couldn't get a stick on it. Played it out in front anyway. The Raiders are the first on the scene with Townsend. And now they'll clear it out right side. That'll get out. 15 and change to go here in regulation. Raiders leading it 2-0. Banked in onto Steinke, who's been fabulous not just tonight but all season. Long pass. Rolls in the zone of North Tartan. And remember, Victoria's had to really take a load of the work with Balster being out this season after she too was injured during soccer season.
Yeah, you mentioned it, multi-sport athletes. You never know. Play one sport, maybe not even be your best sport, you get injured, and now you can't play your best sport. But hey, next man up, if you will, right? That's high school sports for you.
Hardest thing in the world for me was my senior year and having to tell Coach Jim Neiman, rest his soul too, that Coach, I can't play, I need knee surgery, and this one into the glove, and he and I both at the same time welled up our eyes a little bit because for years I tried to get on that varsity team, and I finally did it. After 2 games, my varsity career came to an end and had to try out for hockey that year with sutures still in my leg, bleeding through my socks. Yeah, it was something else, folks, and those seniors, and especially those kids that are playing their last sports, they want to finish strong, and it's a really heart-wrenching thing.
That would explain some of your...
Everything that happens is nothing you can really do about it, and just kind of put the palms in the sky and off you go as the Raiders trying to regroup and put it back in. And, you know, this is fine, Pete, because just throw it back in, make them try to break the puck out. They can't do anything. And the Raiders, as you mentioned, playing a little clock control, almost football-esque here right now.
Yeah.
Kept in at the blue, thrown back in. Raiders were offsides, but that's okay. 13:54 to go. Cleared out to the blue line, not out. It does come out. Burt will have to send it across ice towards Hoffman. No good there. Bounces across the blue line. Little technical issue there. They're trying to fix up Pete's mic here. Get him back on with us momentarily. 13:35 to go. Selesky wheeling around to the far side. Has some room. Skates with the puck herself. Right side. Came in. Stayed on sides just barely. Selesky follows the puck. Corner. Gets on her forehand. Played it back out. Back to the short side wing. That was nifty, but just couldn't connect. Went through the skates of a Raider into the corner. Siebenauer chasing, get some help. Addy's shot blocked. Back the other way, could be a breakaway. Setting it up, defense comes back, hit the post.
Good positioning there for Steinke.
Elena Hedberg hits the post on maybe their best opportunity of the game, and it comes here like we were talking about. You don't want to give them any bit of feeling like they're back in this game. North Tartan and the Raiders there, a little push and shove. That's not going to be called. That stuff hasn't been called all game. Into the corner,
off
into
the
netting, and we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, Tuck, we talked earlier that this third goal is key, because if that goes 2-1, all momentum's back to them. We won't say what our producer told us in between intermission. We'll keep that on the DL.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I don't think I have my old Tums or Rolaids up here like I used. I don't know if they're still up here somewhere, but yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, those games that get into the nitty-gritty in the final minutes of the third, there's no lack of stomach acid for anybody in blue and gold. Here comes Hastings again. They'll come in with Erickson, staying on her forehand, ridden off the puck nicely. Kaylee Sachs defensively. Haven't said her name too much tonight. This one picked free by the Raiders. Bouncing puck behind the net. North Tartan will come back with it again to the blue line. Not out. Raiders doing a good job of keeping it in. Schuster playing a little goalie at the blue line. And then taps it towards the front of the net. Turning and firing one there was Petrich. Almost got it towards the front of the net. And again, Raiders opportunistic when need be. Not overdoing anything. Not overskating the puck. Just finding ways to keep it in the offensive zone, or at least play half-ice hockey, and Hastings has won that battle. That should be icing. They're going to say it went off a stick, but I don't think so. I'm not being paid to officiate. Here comes Hastings again. Up the far boards, and we have the best look at it in the house, so if the referee misses something that we see, oh, boo-hoo. This one comes back in. Well, really, I mean, we have the best seat up here, so if they don't see it, they don't see it.
You aren't kidding. There's nothing like the nest right here.
No, this is the best seat in the house. Up the far boards it goes. Surprised that my cot, my bathroom, and my dressing room still aren't up here. Here's a shot that comes in, save made, rebound. Cleared back out. James kind of fumbled that one, but the Raiders stay on it in the offensive zone. Centering pass, good idea. Got it out there, backhand towards the front of the net. Rebound, James makes the save.
We like this pressure right now. This could be that third goal.
Just enough. Hansen behind the net. Keep it down low. 11:09 to go in regulation. Hastings looking for the series split. Leading 2-0 here in the third.
So we have a penalty on.
Yep. Coming up here against North Tartan. Raiders will take it. Victoria sprints off for the extra attacker. But we can't get a stick on it. Faceoff will come down in the North Tartan zone anyway. And we'll have the Raider power play coming up here, and huge at that. Like Pete said, if you can find the third goal somehow to be in the way of the blue and gold kids, this could put it away. Penalty's going to go to 20. That's Ellie Revac. 10:55 to go. Raiders with a big 2-minute power play here. Could seal the deal even with 10:55 to go. Dallas, if you're still up at home, love you, bud. Hopefully you're tuned in and getting ready for bed. Big school day tomorrow. All right, Wednesday. How about that, kiddos? You guys had that day off. You're going to have Monday off, too. Face-off won by the Raiders. Slided across the ice. Selesky down to Burt. Burt hits her brakes back to Addy. Cross ice. Into the circle. At the dot. Shot in the glove. Erickson, quick shot, quick release.
Shot on goal. Haven't seen really the Raiders set up their power play yet, because they kind of scored pretty quick on the one. Less than a minute.
Played it perfectly.
Eat the clock. Get a good shot. Throw it on net.
And when you have Burt, who is so good at floating around the ice, where she can pull up as a point, a trigger man on the power play, or also be in front of the net, or a defensively responsible forward, seemingly always coming back. Here's Addy, right. One-timer, Erickson wide. Raiders still with possession. Slow it down. There you go. Mauled to the point. Back to Selesky. The tall left-handed shot. Down to the near sideboard. Shot through traffic. That's fine. Went on goal. Save made. Clock stops. But the faceoff comes to the blocker side of goaltender Nicole James, 10:18 to go here.
I don't know if they saw on that camera, a little disagreement going on there between a couple players right there. You always happen, though, and that defenseman down in front of that goalie trying to keep him out of there. You've seen it. You probably had a few of knockouts on your own.
I've had a couple 2-minute stints that some of my boys have had to sit in there for, and I don't still to this day hear the end of some of those, especially if they result in a power play goal. Shot through traffic, save made again by James, no rebound.
Yeah, you mentioned James, only goalie to play for North Tartan this season. 0 shutouts. Obviously not going to have one tonight. Victoria, she's got 5. A few more minutes. Let's see if we can increase that number.
They, again, coming into tonight, all conference numbers. Turnover the other way. Shorthanded, heck of a job by Jade Shower. Toughness and all that. Muscles herself onto that thing to get it broken up before it's able to get sent in front of the net.
Yeah, Tuck, we've seen that all night, not just from Jade, all the girls, that forechecking, back-checking, brilliant. It's been just eliminating any really good score. That was a 2-on-1 possibly.
How many times tonight, 2-on-1, things that turn into almost a breakaway, we get a stick on it at the last moment. Not only that, but you make that play without giving up a penalty too. I mean, you're showing discipline with playing physical and staying within the realm of the game. So I'm proud of these kids tonight, just the way they played physical enough without getting set in the box. That's how you got to play in sections, Peter. I mean, if you got to be tough. And this tough tonight is a good way to set it up for what's to come.
Yeah, physically tough, mentally tough.
And the mentally tough is because we're going to be on the road no matter what in the playoffs. Back the other way, Raiders with it. Erickson trying to chip it up. She caught James' stick. So give James a save there, and this one's going to be cleared. Down the length, it'll wheel. Down, now Victoria's like, do you need me? No, I'm just going to go back in the net. 9:20.
Still got about 20 seconds on this power play. Almost forgot we were on the power play.
And again, they're not going to force anything.
Yeah, last thing you need is like some weird shorthanded goal.
Keep your points still. Addie comes in. Shot off the glass. Tipped on off the glass. Burt, so good in the corners tonight for Hastings. On the power play, gets flat down low, sends it in front. That one just whistled wide of the glove. Back to full strength, North Tartan. The TNT back to 5 girls on the ice. 2-0, approaching the halfway point of the third period. 8:43 to play here in regulation, and the Raiders up 2-0 at home, looking to split. There's Shower, nice move, walks in front, shot just wide. Great move to create the opportunity, just missed a little bit wide. What's up?
No, I was just going to say it was number 2, Autumn Burt. As you know, when you do that change, one girl stays on. She kept that puck for her teammates to get on. Great pass. Almost had a goal there. So.
All over the ice. Her, Hoffman, again, you don't have to always factor in on the score sheet. This is going to go up and over the glass.
Speaking of your buddy Sliv.
Yeah, look at him. He's got some work.
Let's check out the
Let's
arm.
see. Attaboy, Sliv.
Ooh, almost hits a... Oh, yep. Good job.
That was good. That was all on the official. Sliv, you get an 8.5 out of 10 for that toss. Yep. At least he was doing some work back there finally. My goodness. Okay, 2-0 Raiders. 8:08 to go in regulation.
Key faceoffs now in your own zone here towards the end of the period.
Boy, Pete, you're right on the money. Every faceoff in the defensive zone is going to be vital for Hastings. This one cleared by Hastings now down deep. It's going to be Shower on the attack. In the corner. Talk about good in the corners. That little bug has been running around the ice like something else all night long. Has a little bit of that Shower, spit and vinegar in the veins, if you know what I'm talking about. Back the other way. Here's North Tartan. They got wide, open up the ice, but they were at the end of the shift. I mean, they catch a break, but the Raiders equal to the task. Fresher players out there. But now North Tartan has a couple. Oh, there's a push and a shove there, too. A little extra business going on with Hedberg and Tui.
That's not enough for a penalty in tonight's matchup. Maybe a little stronger than that. Like you mentioned, though, some shift changes. Line 1 and 2 are probably going to be on the ice a little bit longer, so some tired legs, you can get a nice breakaway possibly.
And the Raiders can roll the 3 lines and be just fine right now, so you'd think, you put out 3 lines, you think 33% between the 3 lines, and you're trying to break up what you got out there for energy, and this one broken into the corner. That was a little too dangerous. Back behind the net, sent it in front, but the Raiders there And Townsend at least got a stick on it. Down into the corner. This one rolls in front. Raiders got to get it out of here now.
Yeah.
Bouncing puck. This is not what we want right now. Take an icing.
Take an icing. I was
Yeah,
gonna just
get
say
it
the
out
same.
of here.
Let's clear it. You're getting tired legs.
You and I both know when you start seeing this in our own zone, it's time for a change. Get
There
it
you go.
out of here.
There you go.
You go. Down the length.
Oh, and no icing
That's
either.
fine.
Love it.
We're going to get 4 fresh ones onto the ice. Raiders keep one out there on the attack. Siebeneller just fine out there for now. That one will roll into the corner, but Erickson there throws it towards the front of the net. Had 2 there. Raiders kind of in the same spot at the same time. Not in a good way either. As it's across the ice for Andy Selesky. Bursts up, bottom of the circle, into the corner. Looking in front, never got it there.
Had a girl sitting on the doorstep, too. With position, had her blocked out, kind of boxed out like basketball.
And now they're kind of staying back on Addie, just saying, all right, if you're going to come towards us, we're going to sit in the corner and wait for you. Shot comes in here by Liv Erickson. Save made there by James. But
yeah, that was a good save, but she didn't really see that. There's a good shot of your boy right there. Good job of our cameraman.
Jim Sliv McGree, of course, at center ice, the McGree rink. A couple of years ago, honored during the boys' game against Simley.
I think he knows what we're talking about. He kind of gave a look over here, like checking that chain. I think he's checking that chain.
And he knows how to do it too, because there's times where we're doing the football games on the radio, and he's got his earbuds in down there. We know that. He's working the chains over there. Down the length of the ice here. Is this going to be icing? Wave it off. Victoria says you wave it off anyway because I'm going to come out and play it because I want to go home and do my homework. 5:25 to go here in the third, with the Raiders up 2-0 and really keeping North Tartan to the outside, making them shoot low percentage shots, not giving anything through the middle, and that's going to be a recipe for the Raiders hopefully getting their 12th win of the season. Not only that, a big conference win. I think that's something, too, that will set the tone. Is we got the, I don't know. That's the chain. It's Sliv's chain,
There's the
of
classic
course.
chain.
That's the chain. Sliv's happy that we had it all good. Hey, safety first to Sliv. Shot comes in here off the faceoff win by North Tartan. Save made. And that might go down as one of the bigger saves for Victoria Steinke tonight. Left side, Shower, drops it back. Perfect pass. Hands it to Shower. Wraps it around off the side of the net. Puck still loose. James has it somewhere under there. 4:55 to go. 2-0 Raiders.
Yeah, you mentioned conference win. Right now they sit at the bottom, but just work your way up a little bit. Maybe get a better standings in the playoffs. Play a less hard team,
Yes.
if you will.
Find a way, if we can, to maybe a 5 would be nice. You're going a 4 or 5 matchup. You've got to go on the road. At least have it be one where it's a coin flip. And we'll see how they can scratch it together here in the next couple of games in the conference. And then, of course, right around Valentine's Day, we're going to get going with playoffs already. So stay tuned. We'll have it here on HCTV. Of course, KDWA will have some on there as well. The boys especially. Sent back in, back behind the net. We'll have some wrestling, too, coming up on Thursday night. That'll be fun. Hastings and Simley. You can watch that right here on HCTV.
That's an old classic right now when we grew up in the St. Paul suburban.
And it's for the conference championships. There's not going to be a bigger one this year than that matchup on Thursday night. We'll have it on HCTV, and we'll also have it on KDWA for those listening on the radio. We'll have 2 games that night, actually, on the radio. Boys hockey and wrestling. Is this one played back in? This is loose.
Going to have a tripping.
Yep. Penalty coming up to Hastings. Not what they need at this point of the game. Yep. Just touch. Get the whistle. It's all that matters right now.
And that was kind of unfortunate because he was going for the puck, but a girl's skate just got in the way and the ref had to call it.
Doesn't matter, right? You
Especially
just get
at this
it.
stage of the game. Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can get a shot of that replay. I'm not sure. Here it comes.
So we get the hack here. Well,
she could have got the puck there.
Oh, yeah. Well, even that, it was more of a high stick than
Yeah.
anything at that last.
She didn't even go for the puck right away, actually, so that was a good call by the refs. Just want to give a shout out to the refs. Without refs, we wouldn't have any games. So,
without a doubt. Back to the point again. North Tartan on the power play for the second time today. This one's cleared. Raiders doing a nice job on the PK tonight, and they haven't had to have many of them. Second one tonight for Hastings to deal with. Fought off the first one between the second and third periods. And now trying to kill off maybe the most important penalty of the season now for this Hastings team.
yeah, that wasn't the time you want to do it here. Late in the third, Heck, you might even see North Tartan. Some teams, they'll even pull their goalie just to get that
They might.
6 on 4.
They might. Shot comes in here. Save made. Rebound. Back behind the net. Natty will whack it around the boards, and a huge clear for Hastings, if not one of the biggest of the season. Raiders get a quick change on the PK. 1:08 to go in the man advantage for North Tartan. 2:50 to go in regulation. Raiders up 2-0 here in Metro East Conference girls hockey at McGree Rink here at Hastings Civic Arena. Nick Tuckner and Peter Heyman here for all your fun. And it has been fun tonight, especially if you're a Raider fan. This is cleared out. That's all the Raiders have to do here. Keep it out towards center. There's Liv Erickson getting it free again off Mull's skates. Got to get back though, girls. I know you want to get in there and cause havoc, but right now havoc is not needed. Here comes the other way. Now it's going to be Wold. Takes a shot. Save made. Rebound. Cleared off back behind the net. 30 seconds in the power play. 2:15 in the third. You can expect a timeout in the next whistle called by one of the two teams. Bouncing puck in front. Cleared off near sideboards. Now just jack it down the length. There we go. As stated. Someone's going to the penalty box. Nine black. Wait, he blew the whistle. That's a penalty against North Tartan, I think. It might be unsportsmanlike conduct for both of them. No, it's going to be each of them. They're each going to get one telling them to knock off the baloney. It's going to be unsportsmanlike. Okay, one a high stick. They each are going to get a high. Oh, no, it's still the official wants to hear nothing. So it looks like they're both going to go for high stick. A little game of swords.
And actually, in this juncture of the game, that's probably a pretty good job by the ref. I don't need any last couple minutes, girls getting crazy and wild. Nope, going to shut that down right now. You're both in the box, so can't blame the ref there.
Wait a minute here. This might end up.
Nothing's on the board yet.
Nothing yet. I don't know if they're giving an extra.
Still 5 on 4 on the ice.
Yep,
we'll
so
see what happens in 14
that's
seconds,
right.
though.
That's right then. So then the Raiders will be back to 5 on 5. It's just going to be 2 each for high sticking. As the swords ladies will end the game in the box. Selesky redirects traffic near side, just trying to get it past the blue line, and does. Raiders back to full strength.
Perfect timing out of the box.
This is baloney. You can't call that right now. She just got out of the box.
Yeah, I don't like that call. She jumps out of the box and
it's not a penalty. That's not a penalty.
She literally was out of the box for 1 second.
I wonder what that looks like. You got a peek at that one?
I want to see a replay of that. No way. She's even got a look on her face, dumbfounded. Let's see this.
Comes out of the box.
What are you going to call here? Interference?
Hey, that's not a penalty. That's hockey. I'm sorry. That's hockey. Timeout's going to be called here by North Tartan, so we'll keep it here with 1:42 to go. Raiders leading in shots 25-16, leading on the scoreboard 2-0. The penalty on the board is going to be charged to Haley Siebeneller.
Well, we talked about earlier, Hastings with the penalties. Like, I agree with you, that wasn't a penalty. But, hey, they're in the penalty box, penalty kill. They've been great tonight. So, 2 more minutes. Well, heck, not even that. Minute 42, still get the W.
Now, here's a bit of something to keep with the girls, too. You're playing in a game where you have a 2-goal lead, minute 42 left. They might pull their goalie. This is a playoff situation now. All of a sudden, this game, you're leading 2-0. You're going to have a chance to win. But this is going to put you kind of in a playoff mentality. Not saying that this game doesn't mean anything for the standings. That's fine and dandy. But what this is going to be bigger than anything for Hastings the rest of the way is to show in a game like this where a team beat you earlier in the year, you can come back and find a way to do this thing. But now you got to do it the right way. And in a situation where there's less than 2 minutes left, likely goaltender being pulled, as the coach is kind of talking about what they need to do and getting a little guzzle of water too in there. But yeah, it's something now where you are going to have to play your best minute 42 of hockey. 39 wants to keep that 0 on the board.
I see James coming in the box. So like you said, 6 on 4 right out of the whistle, which that's what I would do if I was coach. Face off in the other zone, why not?
You have to. So offensive zone face-off for North Tartan, as Pete said. 1:42 to go here.
Tuck, I'm going to say it again. This face-off right here is very key. If you can win it, clear the zone.
glass chip. I mean, that's what's going to be important here. Get a win and chip it off the glass. We're going to get it back behind the net. Raiders win the face-off, and they get a little cheer from the bench, and that's going to be cleared to the point, not out. Held in at the blue line, sent back in, near side boards. Caitlin Hackman in front, shot save made there by Victoria Steinke to shut the door with 97 seconds left.
And I don't know if you saw the girl that made that shot. That was Emily Knobloch. There, we haven't said her name much tonight, but she was right there. But Steinke, perfect positioning once again.
Biggest save of the game. 87 seconds left in the game. Clock runs. Face-off won by North Tartan. To the point it goes. Bouncing puck comes towards the front of the net. Raiders a shower.
Here we
She's
go.
got it.
She got to clear that.
Yeah, you just got to get it out.
For the breakaway. Just clear it.
You knew that you wanted the goal, but now we're stuck in the zone here as North Tartan works it left side. Shot through traffic. Save. Rebound. They score.
Well, Tuck, I don't think you have to say it, but if she clears that puck, you're not sitting in that position. So now it's 2-1, and they're still on the. No, they're not on the power play.
Time of the goal, 15:57.
So that, like you said, this is kind of like a playoff game. Right there, that girl, she's got to clear that puck. You don't care if you go up, win 3-0, or pad the stat sheet. Clear the puck, eat the clock.
Volker, the goal.
And James back in net, obviously, so it's full strength, 5-on-5. Like Tuck said, we're down to 1 minute. Raiders still have a 1-goal lead, though.
Volker's 6th of the year. 5-17 on the assists. We'll get to that in a moment. Back into the Hastings zone.
Here comes James out of the. Nope, she's got to go back in now. Great job by the Raiders putting it back in the zone. It'll be an icing, so now she's probably going to come out.
Oh, okay, they didn't take the penalty. I'm sitting there looking at the scoreboard going, well, wait a minute, it shouldn't be icing. But they left the penalty on the board.
Yeah, they just didn't put it for the other, for looks like North Tartan. Oh,
Right.
There, they cleared it now.
There
They must have heard you.
Perfect. So there we go. The assists, Culshaw, Klein, and Sachs. Face-off won by the Raiders, but they slap it behind the net. From behind the net, bad angle shot, puck rolls in front, loose puck into the corner. Victoria kind of lost her footing. I think she lost her stick too. We got to get that stick back. Off the boards it goes. Is it going to make it for icing is the question, and it just barely makes it.
That was good hustle right there by 14 of the Raiders. Jade Shower.
Jade hustling again. There's a shocker.
Tuck, I can see and hear the emotion in your voice. I know the last time you were here,
it was a big dub. It was a boys' playoff game against Farmington. In that game, we didn't have to think about anything when it came to the extra frame.
15 seconds, Tuck.
Face-off won by North Tartan. They slide it across. Top of the circle, kicked away, never made it to the net. Selesky slaps it off the backboards. Off to the right side. Raiders trying to clear. Bouncing puck towards the front of the net. Saved by Steinke with 1.6 seconds left. Steinke keeps it out, and it's going to come down to a final face-off in the Raider zone. What a save, point-blank range, as we take a peek at it again. Right there, and a forehand shot right there, point-blank range. Steinke keeps it out some way, somehow. Are you kidding me? What a save by Victoria Steinke, the junior goaltender. She might have just saved the game for Hastings.
Great position once again, and there was some extracurricular after that too. They spun her around, but referee did blow the whistle, so don't think it would have counted even that puck went in. But North Tartan's had some great chances here. Like you said, one face-off. Here we go.
Face-off coming up down in the Hastings end.
I'd almost have the defenseman like...
Oh, wait a minute. They put a couple seconds back on the clock.
Oh, okay.
4 seconds even. Now the official's going to go over to the scores table and say, now wait a minute. There was like 1.7 or 0.2. Well, if it's 0.2, game over.
Probably going to put 2-0, I think is what they're trying to do. 2.0.
Yeah, there it is. So that's plenty of time. Yikes. Okay, it's going to be a sweep push. You're going to have to put everybody to the net. I don't know why they have the wing on the far side.
Oh, my
Shot
gosh.
comes in off the face-off, and the Raiders win and boy, do they ever. Victoria Steinke again saves her Raiders, literally and figuratively. The Raiders win tonight, outshooting North St. Paul Tartan 25-19, and they win tonight by a score of 2-1. And that gal that you just saw on the screen, a big reason for it. Let's take a look at the last face-off. He said it's got to be a sweet push, perfectly done. Shot came in at the last second by Volkers, but there was Steinke, and it took a whole 51 minutes, and boy, it took 50 minutes and 57 seconds, and the Raiders find a way to get the job done tonight as the Raiders win by a final score of 2-1, and a win for the Raiders that they can take with them now the rest of the year. They found a way to hold on, and they get the win here at home. They beat a team that beat them earlier this year in a game they thought they should have won. Well, now they got a little retribution this evening, and Hastings will get their 12th win of the year. Hastings goes to 12-8-0 overall and 2-4 in the Metro East. Let's take a peek again here at that last goal. The first save was made by Steinke, rebound, easy put back, and that never happened really all game. Raiders, most of the time around their net tonight, kept the puck away, and when they didn't, Victoria Steinke was there to shut the door, and her goals against average still well under 1. Her save percentage also will go a little higher than the 92.6 we saw here coming into the game, and the Raiders win 2-1. What a great victory for the girls tonight, Peter.
Yeah, it got a little exciting at the end. Like you said, it was kind of like a playoff game.
Yeah.
It was a playoff atmosphere at least. So now the girls
Yep.
really feel that pressure of, hey, we can't let them score. We're even on the penalty kill. So just like you said, so here's the upcoming broadcast if you want to knock those out.
Wrestling against Simley Thursday night. Battle for the Metro East Conference Championship. That'll be a blast. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. It's varsity and JV night, too, so they're going to honor the JV and the younger kids as well. It's going to be a great time. JV at 5:30. We'll have the broadcast at 7. Boys basketball versus Two Rivers. I know I'll be there on Friday night for that one. Are you coming with me on Friday? Are you with me Friday?
I got to go to the Gophers hockey game.
Oh, you got
Sorry
to.
about that. Yeah.
Got to go. Well, if he wants to give me his tickets to go to the Gopher game, he'll be with you on Friday night. But no, boys basketball versus Two Rivers, and then, of course, next week, Tuesday, against North St. Paul boys basketball. That's going to be a great Metro East tilt. And then boys hockey and Two Rivers. Raiders want to spank those boys around a little bit here, too. So we'll see how that all shakes down.
Tuck, I just want to say, so for the standings now, Hastings is now 2-4.
Yep.
North Tartan's, they're 4-5 in a conference. But Hastings still has 2 more matches, and they do play Simley one of those matches. They could actually move from 7th to about 5th place here if they win their last 2, Simley loses their last 2. Hey, like you said, play a better team, a worse off team in the playoffs. So
keep playing good defensive hockey, and the numbers will work themselves out at the end of the year. Thanks to Hunter Pinky, that dude, man, flying around, just burning up everything around.
He almost got his wish of overtime.
He almost. Oh, I looked at him after they scored. He's laughing down there right now. But boy, I gave him the death stare at about a minute to go in the game. Thanks to Seth Essler, awesome on the cameras. He and Tori worked the 2-cam system tonight, worked awesome. Hunter doing all the graphics, all the replay. Like I said, he's a man of many talents, and then some, helping us out with just about everything here tonight. And thanks to Peter, always fun to have the batteries back in session, and we're going to do it again here before too long with some more basketball, maybe some more puck. I probably won't be with you for too many boys games because a lot of times Colvin handles a lot of that stuff. So, folks, it was a pleasure to be back up here. I can't wait to come back again eventually here. Hopefully, we'll be able to get and do another game or two with the boys or the girls. And otherwise, we'll see you at basketball here coming up. And wrestling, of course, too. I'll be around there for KDWA's coverage also on Thursday. That's it for us. Raiders win 2-1. 12th win of the season. They go to 12-8-0 overall and 2-4 in the Metro East Conference. North Tartan, the TNT, they dropped to 6-12-0 and 4-5 in the Metro East. For Peter Heyman, I'm Nick Tuckner signing off. The Raiders win 2-1. Good night, everyone.